In today's training, we're going to go over why everyone in network marketing should have a Master Resell Rights business with the Legacy Builder program in order to put in front of their network marketing business not only systems, automation, lead generation, a CRM system for their digital marketing, but something that can provide a full-time income while building their network marketing business. Now, what I want to get into also is paying off bad debt, credit card debt, student loan debt, mortgage debt, things that are these liabilities that for many people are this albatross around our neck. Many times we're paying interest on money that was created out of thin air, mortgage debt, credit card debt. You may be seeing things like this. Another $900. $900 ding, that's $1,800 in 2 days. First $1,800 day. Workout, $900. It's official, $30,000 in 45 days. $900 sale for my automations. $1,800 day, that makes $2,700 since I started less than 3 weeks ago. Just hit $25,000 in 5 months. $8,800 a month so far. I am a six-figure earner, $100,200. So these testimonials go on and on and on and on and on. And you may be saying, great for them. What does that do for me? You're comfortable with your network marketing business. You're keeping the main thing, and focusing on the focus. I get it. Believe me, I understand. So in today's training, I want to get into the numbers of network marketing, Master Resell Rights. One of the challenges that has come up in network marketing is lead generation, systems, automation, having your own business in front of your network marketing company. More people realizing they don't own the network marketing company. They don't own their downline. They don't own their leads. And they want to have something independent from their network marketing company. And this is why the Legacy Builder program is such a phenomenal option. It costs significantly less than a network marketing business and can create significantly more income at the same time. So let's get practical and ask the question, why do so many people look at starting a side gig? And most people have these and they have these. Now you look at these two lists, they probably look very familiar to you. These are all expenses, and most of them are, in fact, necessities. You can cancel a few, you can renegotiate some of them, but for the most part, we have to live our life and we have these expenses. The thing we're going to focus on in this training are the liabilities. These are not necessities, but most people have them. These liabilities usually eat up the lion's share of our income. And when you stop and do the math on these, they're very difficult to pay off. They're very difficult to get rid of. Over the years, I've followed Dave Ramsey. I've listened to his podcast. I've read his books. Maybe you're familiar with his stuff. Step-by-step process he has called the baby steps. The baby steps assist people in getting out of debt. Now, the first step is to save $1,000. The next step is where a lot of people get stuck, and that's paying off all debt. Let's start with credit card debt. Let's use a $20,000 balance as an example. Now, if you Google what is the average minimum payment on a credit card with a $20,000 balance, you'll see that the minimum payment is $533. Just for the minimum payment, that is not paying down the balance. A lot of times people get stuck with this minimum payment, and it becomes very difficult mathematically to get ahead. So people carry debt for months, sometimes years, and even decades. Let's take a look at the monthly obligations again, and let's translate those into dollar amounts. Now, if you add up these dollar amounts, these add up to $6,000 in monthly obligations. You do your numbers. You might be $4,000, you may be $3,000, you may be $8,000. But this, again, is just an example. You see the minimum payment of $500 is highlighted. So when we look at all our obligations, we want to focus on the bad debt. The first thing we're going to start with in this training is the credit card debt. Let's use an example of an average annual salary of $100,000. Minus the taxes, that is a net of $72,000. Take the $72,000, you divide it by 12 months, that gives a monthly net income of $6,000. You see in this example that the $6,000 in monthly income equals the $6,000 in monthly obligations. Now, hopefully you have overage. If you're making $6,000 a month, you have monthly obligations of $4,000 a month. Therefore, you have a surplus of $2,000 a month. In this example, they are even at $6,000 a month. So again, when you look at what is the average minimum payment on a credit card with a balance of $20,000, it's $533. We rounded it down to $500. And the question comes up, how can you pay this balance off with your network marketing business? Now, this type of training is the thing that I ignored when I first got started in network marketing because I figured I was just going to make so much money that I was just going to pay everything off. But then I learned to set goals, income goals, very specific, clearly defined goals on how much money did I actually need to pay off the balance of my credit cards, car payments, and then eventually our mortgage. When I have this conversation with people, 99% of the time, this is something that is ignored. This is something that is not brought up. No one ever speaks about this. A lot of times in network marketing, it's the rah-rah. We get the greatest product ever with the greatest company and the greatest comp plan. We're disrupting the industry. But no one ever stops to say, what do I need to do to make $500 a month? How many people in my organization do I need? How much volume does that require? Business questions. No one ever asks these questions. So when people want to be real with themselves, they start looking at dollars and cents, numbers. So again, the question is, how can you pay this balance off with your network marketing business? So in this example, you have $6,000 a month in monthly obligations. You start a network marketing business and you add $150 a month as a new monthly expense. So you actually increase your monthly obligations by $150. So your new monthly obligations are $6,150 in monthly obligations. So step one with your network marketing business is to make $150 a month to cover the business expense / auto ship for your network marketing business. Step two is to make $650 a month, $150 a month to cover the expense and auto ship, and $500 a month to cover the minimum payment on the credit card. Step three is to set a goal to pay up the credit card balance. Let's use something called SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. Specific: pay off the credit card debt. Measurable: you need a team of X amount of people, members or affiliates. Achievable: how many people do you need to prospect? Relevant: when you have no more debt, it actually increases your income by $500 because you're not paying that $500 a month minimum payment anymore. And time-based: you want to complete this in this example in 20 months. So again, when you look at step number three, set a goal to pay off the credit card balance of $20,000, and you want to do that within 20 months. Therefore, simple math, 20,000 divided by 20 months equals $1,000. So you want to increase the income of an additional $1,000. So let's take step 1, 2, and 3 and see what that actually looks like. There's you. And again, step number one, make $150 a month to cover your auto ship, your business expense. So we take 150 and we divide it by 5%. Now, if you have a binary compensation plan, it's going to be 10%, but you have to double the amount of affiliates required because it's a binary. You're getting paid on your lesser volume leg. Generally, in a unilevel, it's 5%. If you take any compensation plan out there, it's generally about 5% per month. Make sure you look at some of my other videos and my trainings when I break down network marketing compensation plans. So again, $150 divided by 5% payout means you need 3,000 points in business volume. Each person in your organization that's paying $150 a month for their auto ship creates 100 points in business volume. When you do the math, it'll illustrate that you need a team of 30 people in order to break even. Having your auto ship covered, having your monthly expenses covered. So now with that team of 30, you've covered your monthly costs. Step number two is make $650 a month in total, $150 to cover your monthly expenses, and $500 to cover the minimum payment on your credit card. When you do the math, that's $650 in income divided by 5% payout percentage gives you 13,000 points in business volume divided by 100 points. That represents every person that's on auto ship. You will need a team of 130 members. You keep building your organization, and now you're up to $650 per month. Step number three, make $1,650 a month, $150 to cover your auto ship, $500 to pay your minimum payment on your credit card, and $1,000 to pay off every single month towards the credit card balance. So in order to make $1,650, we divide it by 5%. It gives us the exact volume required, 33,000 points in business volume divided by 100 points in business volume. That represents each affiliate that's on auto ship paying $150. That means we need to build a team of 330 people. We build out our organization, and this is what it looks like. Now, when you build out a network marketing business, there are some things that come up that are challenges, things you need to watch out for. And the first one is attrition. Here, the definition of attrition is the action or process of gradually reducing the strength or effectiveness of someone or something through sustained attack or pressure. When people add an additional $150 a month for their auto ship, that could put a strain on a household. No matter what we say or do, you can have the greatest products, the greatest comp plan, the greatest leadership. Everything could be awesome with that company. but it's only a matter of time, as we've seen, that customer retention starts to drop seriously. It's unfortunate. I wish it wasn't the case, but it flat out is the case. So again, when you have 330 people with $150 a month expense, the majority of people are in the red. That's 330 times $150. That equals $49,000 that your business is generating for the company, and you're being paid $1,650 of the $50,000 that you're raising. You're actually making a commission of 3.3%. Those numbers are very challenging, but the next number too is that 80% of people cancel their ordership within 90 days. This is an industry standard, and then what happens is you end up with a much smaller organization, and you always have to rebuild. This is generally when you have an upline saying you focus on the focus, keep the main thing, not to look at any other shiny objects, because people are leaving the organization. And I get it. They want people to stay. They want people to stick. They want people to stay focused on rebuilding, keep the money coming in for the upline. But the reality is your goal was to pay up credit card debt. Your goal was to pay up that $20,000 in credit card balance. And as you're building a network, it's depleting. You're experiencing attrition. Customer retention is dropping. So you've got to increase customer acquisition. Another thing that happens too is once a product or service has been in the market for a while, the customer acquisition isn't as easy. This is yet another reason why people need to build their own brand, use systems and automation for lead generation and follow-up. Another thing people don't always realize is they're not your leads. It's not your downline. You don't own the business. So as you build this organization, you're building it for the company, and the company is paying you a percentage of what you built for them. It just goes to show, again, that you don't own the organization. The network marketing company does. You build a downline for the company pays you a percentage of what you built for them. We've seen this happen over and over and over again. But what happens is people get excited by the new network marketing business, and they brand themselves to that company, brand themselves to that business. They use the company's systems, not their own systems. Then the drop in customer retention starts to happen again within 6 months, 12 months, 18 months of their new business, and they're experiencing it all over again. That's when they start looking for another company. I'm only saying this because I know this all too well. I've been through these experiences over and over and over again. This is what led me down the rabbit hole to find systems and automation. And this is why the Legacy Builder program has been the perfect vehicle to not only increase lead generation, systems automation, not only assist people in building a system that they own and operate with their own brand, but by providing a business opportunity that pays out full-time income so people can focus on paying off credit card debt, student loan debt, card debt, and even mortgage debt. In network marketing, not only do people find that they do not own the network marketing company, but they find that you could be terminated. If you go and you look at something else, you want to participate in another business, if you speak to anyone in that downline that you did not personally enroll about a different business opportunity, you could be terminated and lose your business. And that business of yours compresses to people above you that are getting paid on all of your efforts. The next thing that can happen, and we've seen this happen so many times, is the companies just go out of business. You're stuck with no leads, no downline, and it's just you. You're then looking for a new business opportunity. Additionally, you still have this credit card balance that you've been focusing on paying off to begin with. So I'm just going to run quick through the Legacy Builder cost. It's $900 one time, anywhere between $100, $300, $600, or $900 one time. And when you do the math, it's actually half the cost of a network marketing business anyway. And that's for 1 year. There's no monthly. So then you go and you look at your balance on your credit card debt and you say, well, what do I need to do in order to pay that credit card debt off? It's actually very simple. You take your credit card balance of $20,000, you add the $900 that you paid for the course, that gives you $20,900. Since you paid 100% commissions and you paid $900 for every sale, you take $20,900, you simply divide it by $900, and that gives you the exact amount of sales required. This is just so much easier than figuring out your left leg, right leg, your upline, downline, how many points do you need, PV, BV, OV, how many memberships do you need, what new products are launching. You have 8 ways of getting paid, 3 ways of getting paid, 5 ways of getting paid. We pay 10 levels, we pay 20 levels, we pay infinite levels. With the Legacy Builder program, you need to make 24 sales. It's very, very simple. You take whatever number you're looking to create, whatever bill that is. It could be a mortgage. You simply divide it by $900. You then plug into the system. They teach you exactly what to do, how to market, how to create reels, how to edit reels, how to market on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, LinkedIn, how to generate leads, webhooks to use, when to post, what hashtags to use. There's ongoing training. They have copy and paste free ads on free high traffic websites all throughout the internet. And this is how people are getting paid using the automation. Once you replicate that, you can create this automation for your network marketing business. The whole point of it is to learn marketing anyway. Network marketing has become network annoying, network spamming, network inboxing, network posting and praying. This is why people in network marketing are not getting ahead. If you're watching this and you're struggling in network marketing, it is not your fault. It's not the same business as it used to be. So go to systemdrivenblueprint.com, get into the automation. I'm doing private Zooms on this, private overviews on this. I'm really breaking it down for people because they want to understand, what am I selling? What am I doing? How does it work? How do I get started? People are using the 0% financing, so they're not even paying the $900. They're getting started with $70, making $900 their first week. I mean, really get your questions asked and answered so you really understand what this program is. One sale a month is an extra $11,000 per year. One sale a week is an extra $50,000 a year. 2 sales a week is an extra $100,000. One sale a day is over $300,000. People are doing this routinely. You could look again inside of the digital growth community, and this is not stopping. Digital marketing is in extremely high demand. Everyone's doing it all day, every day anyway. Everyone's doing this right now. You're probably doing this right now. The e-learning industry is skyrocketing. You can Google both of those industries and see where the industries are going. So again, go to systemdrivenblueprint.com, systemdrivenblueprint.com. You're going to want to own and operate your own business to build your brand, create more time with your family and your loved ones, create a full-time income in front of your network marketing business. Keep your network marketing business, of course, but now instead of you being below the company and below the upline, now you put your brand above the company, and that's just one of many verticals you can create. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you at the top. Let's go do it.